massive mod updates came out the other day, and that resulted in so many mods breaking. However, we do also have a panda bear to showcase to you all, which is coming to the game among some other stuff. So let's just dive into it, and let's get into what is new with mods in Path of Titans. With the advent of the Citipati mod, this is something that I know damn well I'm mispronouncing, and if I am, someone please tell me in the comments. I bet every video I mention this thing, someone's corrected me and I just haven't seen it, or they've said I'm doing fine. I have no clue. However, we do have a lot to showcase for this mod, and it does look seriously good. This was showcased by a user called the Famous Bagel Man, who got permission to showcase these, and it also helps clarify some things. So in my last video where I talked about the Citipati mod, I did mention that it would have an area of effect attack. Now, I was wrong. It's not an area of effect attack. They basically just have an ability that has the little area of effect thing as some kind of showcase thing. It doesn't do anything. It's just there to look nice and pretty. That being said, we do actually have a fair few abilities that got shown off and some talk about them. Firstly, we have this one called Frightening Display. Now, this could be what the ability that I just showcased was. If it is, that's really cool, but this says this. Catch the sun on your feathers and show a frightening display, intimidating any nearby carnivores and lowering their output damage by 5% for 20 seconds. Must be moving slowly to use. Can stack up to 4 times and does not frighten any herbivores. Only usable at day. We also have another ability which is showcased here, which is called Broody, which is a very, very unique ability. Provide comfort and warmth to your little ones, granting a temporary growth boost to group members as long as they are underneath you. However, while brooding, you lose hunger 50% faster and are susceptible to 3 times incoming damage. So you've got to be careful with this one. This is a very interesting set of abilities, and by the looks of it, there's more to come. Firstly, in the showcase of Frightening Display, there was another ability there, and if you look at the overall ability showcase, you can see that there is a vocal ability that hasn't been showcased just yet. So I'm very curious as to what that ability will be, and if it's going to be an interesting one at that. And I can't wait to show this creature off in game. I'm looking forward to seeing this thing release. It's looking like it's getting closer and closer, but obviously, as I mentioned last time, they still have stats and bugs to work on and just work through to make sure that this thing is completely polished and ready. A panda bear is coming to Path of Titans. This one looks absolutely adorable, and it's not massive actually. It's about the same size as Deinonychus. This is Andrewsarchus, which I'm definitely mispronouncing as per usual. This thing is made by Stuart, and I believe this could be the first thing made by Stuart that's making its way to the game. And now this is something that I have covered long ago. Like, I have covered this thing ages ago. Last time I covered this mod, the first time I covered this mod was probably in May or April. Like, this thing has been in development for ages, and it's finally in-game showing itself. Firstly, we have a size comparison of this between a Deinonychus and chasing a Deinonychus baby. By the way, poor little baby. But we also have it compared to a Deinonychus fully grown and a Pachycephalosaurus, which is behind it. This thing will be just a little bit bigger than Deinonychus, probably if not the same size as Deinonychus. So this is going to be a small creature, and I don't know what its exact purpose will be or how it will fare in combat, because also this thing's not going to be faster than Deinonychus, so it's going to be a big prey item and an easy prey item for anybody who's aiming to hunt this thing down, because I don't expect it to be rather beefy as well. That being said, when it stood on its hind legs, it is comparable to that of Ceratosaurus in size, so maybe this isn't going to be a 1 slot, maybe it's going to be a 2 slot, who knows. But additionally, we do have an animation to showcase, which is the running animation, and it looks really nice. It's really nicely put together, and I've got to say, it's really well made. And additionally, of course, there is a sound. Now, I have no clue what this is. Whether it's a broadcast, a friendly call, a threatened call, I don't know what this is. It's just a call. It sounds adorable. Have a listen, and let me know what you think about it. I talk about this a lot because it is heating up. This is the Smilodon by the Exargilla team, and they have uploaded a little teaser video for this guy showcasing the sounds and the subspecies, as well as some sounds from the subspecies as well. That being said, I'm not going to showcase the sounds. I'm only going to showcase the subspecies here because I think you should go and check out the Exargilla video if you want to check out the sounds and have an early preview of what this creature's going to be like. It's very exciting, and I obviously can't wait for the brand new Smilodon to make its way to the game. Let's talk about the subspecies. Let's just dive right into them. You've got the Gracilis subspecies, which is one of the ones we all know and love. Of course, this one looks fantastic. I wonder if I could grab a before and after for it. If I can do that, I will. That being said, you've got Populator as well, which adds more bulk, more fuzz. Overall, it just looks like it'd be a fan favorite as per usual. Followed by the slimmest of them all. This is Homotherium, completely less fuzz. And I thought, I thought Gracilis had the least fuzz, and now looking at Homotherium, that one's got a lot less fur than Gracilis, and it's still really nice. However, one of the ones that I think is new is Meganterion, with very big teeth, but also characterized with less fuzz as well, especially when you compare it to Populator, which I'm assuming it's kind of similar to. It also has a slightly bulky build as well. Then we've got the final one, which is very new. This is Half Fang, and it's characterized by the fact that it's literally got half a fang. Like, it's got one big fang, and then the other one is missing. But it's also, right, I just noticed this, it's also missing an eye, or it's blind in one eye, which is pretty interesting. This one will be the leader of the packs, the apex of the group. This one will be that lone male that has gone through it all. Half Fang. You could make a whole documentary about this guy, and I hope someone does. When replay mode comes out, if it does, I want someone to make a documentary on Half Fang. It will be pretty cool. You could probably start off with being a populator, and then over time it gets scarred, and then you kind of pan it to, losing a fang and half eye kind of thing. I don't know how exactly you'll make it work, but I know someone will. On a final note for the Smilodon, we also have a preview of it being able to carry cubs, and this is probably the most adorable preview I have seen since the reveal and release of the grab ability. So this looks absolutely adorable. Huge updates have occurred to mods in Path of Titans. This basically means that there is a lot of new updates to mods, from a lot of mods. But this also means that there are a lot of bugs and broken mods as well. For example, the Andrewsarchus and the Argentinosaurus have infinite stamina at the moment, which is quite game breaking. That being said, I'm not going to go over the specific changelogs here because they're huge. However, I'm going to put them on the screen right now. So this is the Primordial Tyrants changelogs right here. There's a lot to go over, a lot to showcase, so pause the screen, have a look and see what you like. Then you've got the Archaic Eons ones, which is mainly for Andrewsarchus, because Andrewsarchus is their only mod currently. And then you've got Divine Beasts, which is a lot to take in as well, with the Velociraptor also getting Pounce, and I believe the Zoochain Tyrannus got the Thrash ability, I'm not too sure, and then of course KTO mods as well. Now these are all the ones that I've been able to pull and showcase for you all. There is a lot of other ones like the Archetypes mod group, as well as some others too, like the ones that made Chimerasaurus, which was Ancient Gods, and Dr. J's mods as well. But that is that. We will be seeing a lot more to come in terms of ability changes, but yeah, it's really interesting. That being said, of course, let's continue talking, because a lot of dinosaurs got some form of new abilities here, with Pounce and Grab being and making their way to some of these creatures, but also a lot of different ones as well. However, there's a lot of broken stuff. For example, the Sachicasaurus. What happened to it? What the hell is this? What is going on with the big whale? This was explained a little bit by Nautilus, who's one of the leads for Primordial Tyrants, who basically explained this. For the mods that are broken, abilities like the Berserker for Argentinosaurus isn't working at the moment, and of course Sachicasaurus is sleeping animation is probably their biggest concern, because while they're not game breaking, this one's a serious bug. But how did it happen? Well, Nautilus explained this. A lot of stuff that was being tested by Nautilus while making the Primordial Tyrants mods, a lot of the stuff that was being tested and not ready was approved and released. Simply because some of the mods were pushed out when they weren't meant to be pushed out. I assume I read that someone said that it was because it was just a quiet time, so they pushed out all the updates for mods, which led to some mods that weren't ready getting their updates released too, which obviously has led to the problem that's occurred, and means that a lot of mod developers are now going to have to work quite hard to ensure that they are in the loop and working on catch-up to ensure that all these bugs are fixed. Now, I do want to say this. Which mods have you seen are broken? I'm curious. I do also want to say a lot of the stats that might be unbalanced, all the mods that are broken or buggy, don't be alarmed, don't be angry. The mod developers have said that they're going to be fixing these and working catch up to ensure that these problems are fixed. So yeah, don't be concerned. It will be fine. That being said, everybody, that wraps up the video here. Let me know your thoughts about all of these updates and all that jazz in the comments down below. And what do you think about these brand new mod updates too? Because there is a lot of serious updates and changes to a lot of dinosaurs as well. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. And I do want to say, before I go, a big thank you to you all for the support on the channel lately. We just hit 40,000 subscribers, and I'm eternally grateful and very happy to have such an incredible community. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.